Welcome back, Unlikely Heroes, to another character build for the ages. This time, we step into the Green Hills Zone, where we meet our lovable himbo, Knuckles. That's right, the muscle to Sonic's, speed, I guess? Knuckles the Echidna can take hits and punch back twice as hard, if not harder. He's got the speed to impress and a backstory that is oh so tragic. Just don't ask him to read a book. So collect your rings, cut your chows, and let's dig our way through this character build.
You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender roles, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by implying that this is an exception and not the status quo. What? Just because I'm a meathead doesn't mean I'm not a feminist.
As stated many times before, stats are what define a character. Knuckles here is no different. So let's see what makes Knuckles the lovable scamp he is. He starts out with a 15 in Constitution. Knuckles has survived an explosion and atmospheric re-entry without a single scratch. Plus, he doesn't seem to recoil from his fists of fury. A 14 in Strength highlights his punching prowess. He can punch through stone and metal, and even lift objects 10 times his size. Plus, it's right in his name. Dexterity flies in at 13. He's not Sonic level nimble, but he is capable of dodging attacks and running close to the speed of sound. He's honed his wisdom to a respectable 12. He was raised by the protectors of the Master Emerald and chooses to protect it at all costs, although he is prone to overtrusting, so keep that in mind. He's got a solid 10 in intelligence. He's not going to blow you away with his intelligence, but he's not the sharpest puggle in the parade. Finally, an 8 in charisma to bring up the rear. He grew up in isolation, so he doesn't have the best of social skills.
Well, I figured around these old ruins was about as good a place as any. It's kind of pretty, you know?
Sure, it's pretty. You go right ahead and build. It's just lucky your good friend Knuckles didn't have this spot picked out for his place.
Yeah, lucky.
That was a hint, kid.
There is no official Echidna race in D&D, so we're going with the classic custom lineage for Knuckles' race. His training as a protector gives him a solid boost to his strength modifier, and those Knuckles. Don't even get me started. He picks up the Crusher feat as well, gaining a +1 in Constitution, as well as some even more devastating punches. Finally, he picks up an investigation proficiency from his time treasure hunting, even getting the title World's Greatest Treasure Hunter. For his background, we're going with Outlander, as his time on Angel Island shaped his personality greatly. He gets athletics and survival proficiencies to further cement his legacy as one of the greatest fighters and protectors in all the land. He can also speak the language of spiny mammals like hedgehogs and echidnas.
You think these machines are a match for me? I will shatter them like the bones from a fallen... Oh, they are stairs.
Alright, you fisticuff-wielding fanatics, let's delve deep into the core of Knuckles. Starting at level 1, Knuckles channels his inner ki, becoming the devoted monk of the Master Emerald. He picks up history and acrobatics training, keys to his training regime. Also, outside of some occasional spikes, Knuckles doesn't boast any armor, and we can't forget about his magnificent punches, which get a boost from Monk. Level 2 brings a second level in the Monk arts. This time, the Master Emerald is empowering Knuckles' strikes. He gains key points, allowing himself the ability to bolster his punches or resolve in the heat of combat. He's also gaining some ground on Sonic in his speed department from unarmed movement, but he's not there yet. Not yet. Level 3 is where Knuckles' journey truly begins, with the open hand technique. He can push, pull, knock down, and completely disable the competition with a quick succession of punches. He's quicker on attacks when he spends key points too. Oh, and don't forget about that nifty ability to deflect incoming rocks, cannonballs, laser beams, or whatever that pesky Eggman decides to throw his way. Level 4 shows a quick improvement in skills. A nice little boost to his dexterity and wisdom show that he's more than just brawn. He's quick and smart when needed. He can also survive a fall off of the Sky Sanctuary zone if needed, and bounce back quickly with the healing provided from the Earth Elementals he uses to heal himself. Level 5, and those punches are flying faster than Sonic's super speed. Extra attack is a new tool of Knuckles, allowing him to fly fisticuffs faster than, fish? I don't know. You also better pay attention, because one strike from Knuckles could leave you dazed, and with focused aim, he's charging up his ki to bring the pain down on anyone who opposes him. At level 6, we're changing it up like Sonic at the Winter Olympics. Barbarian level 1 brings some much needed pizzazz into Knuckles' repertoire. With Rage, he's hitting hard and taking hits harder. Not only that, but this spiky mammal gets an upgrade to his defenses. Throw out that old unarmored defense because Barbarian defense is in the house. This one is strictly better, that's the only reason we're using it. Next up is level 7, where Knuckles' true fury emerges. Don't mess with his Master Emerald, his friends, Angel Island, don't lie to him, don't be suspicious. You know, a lot of stuff actually sets him off now that I'm thinking about it. But his reckless attack ensures his flurry of punches hits every time. Not only that, but his energy sensors are going crazy with danger sense. Eggman must be around the corner. The next level, level 8, brings even more defense to Knuckles' already bulky stature, gaining bear-like features. Oh, by the way, there are no bears in Sonic. I don't know how that's possible. But anyway, he's able to channel the Master Emerald as his totem spirit embodies the resilience of a bear. This gives him resistance to all damage except psychic, even the exploding bomb kind, while raging. Oh, and he gets the intimidation proficiency just in case some bad guys need a good scaring. Level 9 is a simple one, a nice +2 into strength, making those punches hit just a little bit harder. Watch out, level 10 is zooming at you. He's getting quicker in his steps with fast movement. Now he really is trying to rival Sonic in a foot race, though my money's still on Sonic. At level 11, he again channels the spirit of a non-existent bear. I mean, I seriously can't believe there are no bears in Sonic. There's Big the cat, there's an alligator, there's hedgehogs. I mean, come on. His carrying capacity is doubled, but more importantly, he's pushing, pulling, and breaking at will. Rocks, blocks, and socks are getting moved out of his way.
I can't be swimming around with a bunch of 5-year-olds. They can be so cruel when they sense weakness.
That's why on the first day, you have to beat up the biggest one in the yard.
Knuckles, that's prison.
Only if you let it be.
Knuckles returns to Angel Island at level 12, harnessing his roots once again. He can heal himself with those pesky earth elementals up to 3 times his monk level. On top of that, his punches are piercing through even the most Knuckles-resistant machines Eggman can throw at them. Oh, and he's getting even closer to Sonic's speed level. Knuckles is dodging and weaving through all the messes Sonic makes at level 13. Evasion grants Knuckles some quick thinking and nimbleness, allowing him to dodge cave-ins, Eggman lasers, and the occasional piece of the moon. And he's stoic as ever, focusing his mind to shake off the fear that creeps into even the toughest of echidnas. Level 14 is a simple one, as he's getting tougher than ever. A +2 in Constitution keeps him standing upright and swinging. Now, at level 15, even walls and water can't stop Knuckles from reaching his enemies. He's turning on the jets, sprinting at full speed to get across any obstacle. Here's the final switch up. At level 16, Knuckles dips his, fists, I guess, into the fighter world. He takes the unarmed fighting style, swinging a bit harder than normal. He also picks up some extra healing from Second Wind, adding onto his Earth Elemental healing from before. But watch out, because at level 17, he's getting a whole extra round of attacks. With Action Surge, Knuckles is swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging and you get the idea. If you can survive all the attacks, you are one lucky person. Here it comes, the big deal. At level 18, Knuckles becomes the champion of the Master Emerald. His punches hit harder and are striking the weakest spots on all of his enemies. Another simple level slides in at level 19, a basic +2 in strength from an ASI, just to ensure his strikes hit harder once more. Finally, the ultimate grand finale to our fisticuffs wielding echidna. Level 20 brings level 7 in Barbarian, giving Knuckles some important buffs. When entering his rage, he cannot be surprised and gets a quick speed boost to get up close and personal. On top of that, he's going first more often than not with advantage on initiative rolls. Knuckles is ready to pounce on even the most prepared foes.
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot.
Being one of Sonic's best buddies, you gotta be good at so many different things. Let's see why Sonic keeps Knuckles around. He's a unit. He wields a hefty 201 hit points and resistance to everything except psychic damage when raging, which effectively doubles his available hit point pool. On top of that, he's got so many different ways to reduce damage or recover from even the most deadly attacks. Second Wind, Wholeness of Body, Quicken Healing, all for a quick pick-me-up in mid-combat, while Evasion helps mitigate the damage from any AoE spell. He's also a one-punch echidna. He's got a 20 in strength, so his hits are hitting and hard. On top of that, he's got advantage on every attack if you want to run Reckless every time. He gets crits on a 19 or 20, and he can potentially push opponents back 45 feet if he's lucky. Oh, and he can just casually lift 1,200 pounds, almost 14 times his body weight. Talk about carrying the team on your back. He's also got supersonic speed. Well, not really. While he's not Sonic, he's still one step ahead of the rest. He's got advantage on initiative rolls, meaning he's usually going first. He can move a maximum of 220 feet in one round, gets a bonus 25 movement speed entering his rage, and on top of all that, he's got 6 lightning quick punches that connect almost every time. But, as we all know, Knuckles is no Sonic. He's no Tails. He's not even Shadow. Let's see where Knuckles falters while the others shine. He's a small-brained mammal. He's not the best mentally, as he leaves that to Tails and Sonic. He's got a 10 in intelligence, a decent 13 in wisdom, and a measly 8 in charisma. Talk about all brawn, no brains. He's also a one-trick echidna. He's kind of a one-and-done type guy. He punches a lot, takes some hits, punches, takes hits, punches, takes hits, rinse and repeat, and that's it. He's really good at it, don't get me wrong, but he's not really diverse in any way. He's also scared of women. Need I say more? Okay, apparently I do. To pair with his low charisma, he was raised on an isolated island, rarely interacting with anyone outside his home. This has led him to be a recluse, shy around women, and scared of more modernized cities. Hope you all enjoyed the mystical mammalian model that is Knuckles. Don't sprint away too fast, because there's much more. If you want to bring Knuckles into your campaign, you can access his character sheet and much more over on our Patreon, completely for free. Bring that punching pest on all of your adventures. On top of that, punch that like button, spin attack that subscribe, and sprint over to that notification bell so you never miss a Natural One post. I'm heading to the next zone, so keep those dice rolling, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Wow. We made it through this whole build without referencing an old, outdated, and quite frankly, not very funny meme.
Do you know the way? 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 Do you know the way?